as we introduce our first-round draft pick. At this point in time, though, I want to introduce our team president, Art Rooney II. Art?
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and we're excited to welcome Max Iheanachor to Pittsburgh today after a red eye last night. So, Max, I hope you're feeling all right. Yeah. But we're pleased to have somebody who played in 32 games in his college career, gave up 3 sacks in 1,150 passing attempts, and just had a great week at the Senior Bowl. So, a lot to get excited about Max being here. And of course, he is the first player that we've drafted from Arizona State since Marvell Smith. So, great role model for you there, Max. So, I'm pleased to introduce Max Iheanachor. Welcome, Max.
Sir, thank you so much.
All righty.
Sir. I just want to give a special thank you to, Mr. Rooney right here for bringing me in, man, giving me the opportunity. Mr. Khan and Mr. McCarthy, man, thank you for real. This means a lot to me. I'm ready to get to work, man.
All right, we'll open up the questions.
What do you know about Marvell?
Say it again?
What do you know about Marvell?
I know a little bit, man. He played at ASU, got drafted 2000, second-round pick. Played here for about 8 years before going to the Niners. So he's a really good player, man. Yeah, last name is pronounced Iheanachor. Yep. Shit, honestly, man, yesterday's an unbelievable moment for just me and the family. Family was there, friends was there, coaches that, was with me where it all started, JUCO. So, got to really say thank you again to them in person, man. So it was really a special moment, and I'm happy I got to share that with them.
Max, whenever you first started playing football at junior college, could you have ever expected this opportunity or envisioned this opportunity to be a first-round pick?
When I first started, honestly, man, I knew it was going to be hard. But obviously, the vision was there, but I knew it was going to be hard. So, just try to get better every day, man, and just put your head down and work, not to try to look too ahead and try to just, predict stuff. Just work every day. That was my whole motto, man. So, yeah.
Max, you told me yesterday about your AAU basketball coach being the inspiration for making the switch to the football field. Was there a specific conversation that stands out to you, or was it just kind of a cumulative thing, and what were some of those conversations like?
Honestly, it was after a summer basketball game. We was in the car. He just brought it up. And he already told me a little bit, but he brought it up, and we actually had a real conversation in the car. And, it was probably 30-minute conversation. He was like, man, look, I know high school's over. It's basketball stuff, man. You probably look into football because he played back in his day, played at San Jose State. Played probably a year or two in the league. He was just really advising me on that, telling me to really look forward to it. So I went down and sat with the head coach, and he had a vision of me being an offensive lineman. And ever since then, it's just been history.
Max, when you started playing, what did you immediately like about football, and then what was the hardest thing for you to get into?
I'll definitely say, man, football, man, the best thing I loved was just the process, man. Just going through it, man, it's going to be hard time just embracing that moment and just learning from it. And definitely on the field, man, just punishing people, in JUCO, I was just fun, just getting to bully people, man.
Max, even taking us back further than that, what was it like coming here to the U.S. from Nigeria as a 13-year-old? And I'm guessing football was pretty far from your mind.
Yeah. Yeah, our football, it was called football, but it was soccer back home. Man, it's crazy. Just coming as a kid, just excited. I watched a lot of American movies, seen snow. Got to see snow for the first time in Atlanta. That's where we lived for 6 months. I remember me and my little brother right there went outside trying to catch it and stuff. It was definitely a fun moment as kids, man. But, for my parents, just making that transition, sacrificing everything they had built back home to put us in a better position for education. Big shout out to them.
Max, when you first started playing football, was it always offensive line right away? And then what did you sort of grow to love about that job?
Yeah. Only position I ever played, definitely offensive lineman. I didn't really have no other choice. Just coming in that late, man. Head coach showed me offensive line. He didn't bring no other position up, and that was all I was used to and just played.
Yeah, so you talked to your JUCO head coach
Yeah.
this morning. You recalled some of the early days of you playing football, maybe some of the growing pains things to get a hold of in those first days? What do you remember about those first experiences in football?
Honestly, man, going in, I mean, I just remember, I keep saying this, like, I was like, what the hell is an A gap? Like, a B gap. It was like, you got to know all these things. I'm like, bro, you can't just line up and just go block. It was like, nah, you need to know. So just being detailed as offensive lineman, just knowing the little things really matter in this game, man. It's a game of inches. Just, being detailed definitely as offensive lineman, that's key. So just that whole piece of it, man, that was just really it.
Next, everyone's like waiting on the right side. Max Iheanachor spoke last night about position flexibility and the importance of that. How do you embrace possibly playing another position outside of right tackle?
Yeah, I'm open to it. Been training this whole offseason for it. I mean, I play left tackle in JUCO, play right tackle at ASU, whatever the coaches put me at, that's where I played. So, I mean, just open to that, just, ready to just get to work.
Along those lines too, how much do you know about the current guys that are in that room on the offensive line here in Pittsburgh now? How do you fit in with this current group?
Yeah, no, I watched a lot. I watched a lot of offensive linemen. Broderick, when he got drafted, Georgia, watched him. Troy Fatana, got to play him. He actually texted me last night too, welcoming me. Got to watch him, played against him when they won the championship that year. It was just really cool seeing him reaching out to me and just welcoming me. But Andrews Pete, he played quite a time. I played with his younger brother at ASU too, so yeah.
Max, what's your first time? Is this your first time in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, it's my first time,
I know
yeah.
you haven't done a lot since this morning, but what are your first thoughts about St. City?
Man, it's beautiful. I just remember that tunnel, coming out that tunnel, and just bam, just hit me. I was like, okay, yeah, yeah, liked it.
Max, your offensive line coach, Coach Sada, was talking to us earlier today, and he said that he found you sort of by accident in junior college because he was going to look at another tackle.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that was sort of fate for you to wind up where you did at Arizona State, following him out there, and you have the same feeling about how you wound up here?
Nah, I mean, honestly, man, everything happens for a reason, man. It's really just all God's plan. So, I mean, that's how, he met me, and, I can't be mad at that, just the opportunity. He also got to recruit the other tackle that was there, too. He's a hell of a good player, but, just all God's plan. It all just worked out in his favor. Without him, none of this is possible, so, yeah.
Do you remember what you did maybe to impress him to catch his eye that day?
Honestly, we never really know when coaches really come in and practice. Just like kind of just show up and watch it. Just practice hard like I always do. So I must, he like that. So yeah.
Max, when we had talked with your JUCO coach over here today, he also mentioned a moment when you came up to him and said, I don't know if football is for me. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Looking back at that person now, what would be your message?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that first year was rough. Switching a new sport, wasn't playing, had to gain weight. And honestly, if you guys are used to Nigerian parents, like, they love doctors, nurses. So my mom was kind of on my ass. She was like, man, you're not even playing. You're wasting your time. Like, you should go to a 4-year. So, I mean, just trying to own that respect to where I went in and just really sat down. And I'm like, man, like, my parents, they wanted me to go to a 4-year. That's the whole point of us coming out here. They're really big on education. So, I mean, the first year was really rough, man. But, I mean, that just showed, I just stayed through it and just, just kept fighting every day and just trying to just get better. So, yeah.
Max, as of right now, what do you enjoy the most, pass protect or run block?
I love both. I take pride in both those. They're very big aspects, but obviously running the ball really helps a lot. Make everybody else's job easier when you can run the ball efficiently. But I'll definitely say really both. They're pretty high, protecting the quarterback. Just taking pride in my job. I mean, that's what I'm here for, to pass protect and run block.
When you saw Bailey get drafted so high, did you say, I beat that guy?
Say it again?
Bailey, the two big from Texas Tech, last night he was big.
Yeah.
Did you say to yourself, I blocked that guy, I beat that guy?
I mean, yeah, we did beat them. I mean, we was the only loss they had until the playoffs. So, I mean, he was a great matchup, man. I also trained with him this offseason. He's a great guy. Just both guys just being competitive. Just going out there and just playing hard. I was excited for him though. Yeah.
Did you think to yourself, hey, I can do this. I should go pretty high too.
No, I know I could do this for sure. Without that, I know for sure I could do this. Yeah.
Not knowing what an A-gap was when you first played the sport.
Yeah.
Where do you feel you're at? Do you feel like you're still learning in terms of what you need to do, or where are you at in that kind of, especially at the NFL level?
Nah, I'm straight. I'm straight. I was just, just the little details in football. Everything else, it's pretty just, play wise and stuff. Just really just doing your job. And yeah, that's just the small details at the time that I didn't understand. I thought you just line up and just play, but nah, it's more stuff to it for sure.
You're telling a story about the question if football was right for you at one point. Was that the toughest moment in this journey, or did something else stand out of that?
That was just, I wouldn't say it was just tough. It was just like kind of like everybody around me, even my basketball coaches from high school, parents, like they was just like, why did you leave basketball? You know what I mean? So it was kind of tough. I was really young. I was 17 at the time, just trying to just figure football out by myself. So it was definitely a growing moment for me. Definitely needed. Yeah.
Max, you were talking about having some doubts at some point, and you were saying, even before that matchup with Texas Tech, you knew you could do this. Was there a moment in there when that clicked for you that you were going to be able to do this as a career?
Yeah, I'll definitely say first year at ASU, man, just playing that first year when I got there from JUCO. So I grew so much in that first year after that first year, and ever since then it's just been just the confidence level that's higher. So yeah.
Max, you're relatively new to the game. How have you developed a love for the game? When you hear Omar and Mike and these guys talk about finding Steelers players, how do you develop a love for the game?
I definitely say, man, like throughout the whole process, man, that's what I fell in love with. Started with the process for sure. Just, waking up every day, going to just, especially in this position, man, it's one of the most selfish positions out there. So, just taking pride in my job, man, and just, going to war with the brothers next to me. That's what the whole fun is about, going out there and just, all 5 guys being on the same page, dominating. Like, got to win a championship, Big 12, my year at ASU. One of the best moments of my life, other than last night. But, yeah.
As a latecomer to football, do you feel like teams in the pre-draft process were kind of trying to see, does this guy really love it? Is he just playing because he's big? We also had clip of Vrabel kind of roughing you up with the pro day getting in your grill. Is that something that teams were trying to ask you about in this process?
I wouldn't say nah. I wouldn't say nah. I wasn't really questioning about that. Like, just the way I just go about things, man. If you have questions about my love, you just gotta just watch harder, like just by what I go about, what I'm about as a man. But I'll definitely say, the clip was a clip. He was just, just trying to just coach me up, hand placement and stuff like that, and just seeing like my recovery. Yeah.
Two more questions.
College, do you remember what you weighed when you started, when you were in high school? And did you actually grow height-wise too since you started playing football?
Honestly, I probably grew about like an inch, maybe. I'm not too sure on that, but I hope I did. But weight-wise, I was about like 250 going into JUCO. So, yeah.
All right, last one.
Do you feel like the moment you're here with your drop, do you feel like it's set in yet? And if so, when did it hit you?
Say it again one more time.
Do you feel like it has set in yet? That you were drafted, you're here in Pittsburgh, you're not the first year?
Man, it still feel like it's crazy. It's crazy still, man. I don't know if it's ever gonna die, but this is really exciting, man. Just being blessed. All you can ask for in this life is opportunity, man. God, you pray for stuff. You just gotta do the work, and everything else falling apart. So, like I said, man, these guys, big shout out to them, forever in depth. Get to work.
All right, thank you. We will do a photo opportunity. Just give us about 30 seconds to move the podium. All right, go ahead with Bart.
Thank you so much.
Ready? All right, just going backwards.
Okay, the first one is with Art and Max here.